Troublemaker Rogue is an absolute unit of a deck still, and people on Top Legend are really killing with it, so in this video I'm gonna give you a quick updated guide about this list, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys have a better idea of what you could be doing with and against it before it probably gets nerfed soon. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be awesome, and don't forget to check me out live on Twitch. But now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and basically the two most broken cards in the deck would be the Jade Guardians and of course the Lotus Troublemakers. Even after the nerf, this card is absolutely busted, and the fact that you no longer have to actually have it in your hand for it to start getting tons and tons of damage is absolutely huge. And the other really broken card is gonna be the Jade Guardian, which can literally be dropping you 8 drops as soon as turn 5, which is really broken, and the fact you can repeat this a grand total of 3 times with the cards in your deck, and you could even discover yourself extra copies thanks to things like Shadowed Informant, is really disgusting. I would not be surprised if this card gets nerfed. Maybe they're gonna bump up its price, maybe they're gonna bump up the requirement, maybe they're no longer gonna be costing less than 1, but something really needs to get changed here, and the Lotus Troublemaker, I don't even know what can happen anymore. Like, the card is seriously overtuned, and any game that lasts a little bit longer basically guarantees this guy's gonna be dealing at least 10 to 15 damage, which is absolutely insane. Anyway, going through the deck, we do have Shadow of Demise, and the best spell to be repeating with it would be the Guardians. You could also use it to repeat a coin, you could repeat something like a Cultist map, or whatever the hell you need. Like, depending on the matchup, you might have to go for a different route, but of course Jade Guardian would be the absolute high roll. With prep, you could be prepping yourself things like Flashback. Even as soon as turn 1, you could prep yourself Jade Guardian on turn 5 to drop it down to 1 mana, and that way you get to drop a 2-drop, 8-drop, and you could be using it for all sorts of other things. The Bitterbloom Knight is great, so you can get yourself an extra 2-drop on the board, as well as start imbuing your hero power, which could in turn give you more 2-drops to play. And given this deck does not have a single 1-drop in here, having this thing on turn 2 allows it to actually curve out a little bit better on turn 3. Blood Mage Thanos is good for the card draw. You could also use it for the extra damage for Fan of Knives, for Rite of Twilight, that kind of stuff. With the Cult Neophyte, you could be cock blocking other fellow rogues for the most part nowadays. It could work well against Mug Shamans and any other spell heavy deck. Nowadays, Demon Hunter is not that popular, so it's not that big a deal. With the Cultist map, you're gonna draw yourself a lot of extra cards. Just don't forget you need to be playing the first one if you want to get a second draw out of it. Escape Artist is actually pretty huge. It's a 2-mana 4/4, so playing it on turn 2 and not attacking on turn 3 with it could be a viable option. Sometimes people just hold off with it until they can do a good value trade, and that way you're gonna get yourself some good card draw, but of course you could also just mash face, just for the sake of the card draw, could be worth it. Fan of Knives gives you a good amount of card draw again, and AoE could be great against all of those low health enemy minions, but again you could be comboing it off with Talnos for a little bit of extra damage. The Flashback could be amazing, giving you a little bit of extra tempo. Just don't forget, if you actually prep it and play it, it's not going to be triggering your Jade Guardians or your Lotus Troublemaker, which is a damn shame. Lotus Bookie is going to be helpful, giving you a coin, so again, playing this thing on turn 2 could allow you on turn 3 to play a couple of 2-drops, so you can really amp up the Jade Guardians and the Troublemakers. The Rite of Twilight gives you a little bit of extra randomness, and also if you combo it, you're going to get yourself free damage for the opponent's face or minions. The Shadowed Informant would be best if you play it when it's discovering a rogue card, so as soon as you top deck it, that's gonna be a rogue. And also you could be paying attention if it sits in your hand when it actually turns into rogue stuff, so you can actually have an extra shot at Jade Guardians. The Kingslayer is actually pretty decent in here. You do have yourself a grand total of 4 legendary cards with Shadow Demise, with Talnos, with Garona, as well as Morden Maiev. And also, depending on the matchup, you could have yourself a very good read on what the opponent drew. Namely, you could know when they have King Lane, because there's actually not that many legendaries in a lot of decks right now. Morden Maiev is an interesting inclusion in here, not gonna lie. She could be an interesting tempo play on turn 2, followed by another 2-drop on turn 3, so you can get yourself +3/+3. You really don't get that much benefit out of her, and you really don't need to lose your mind too much against rogues that actually play her as soon as turn 1 or 2. But of course, she does need to get dealt with, because the +3/+3 is really just too big of a bonus, and you gotta handle it. The Jade Guardians is gonna be the main way how you win games, because people really cannot handle something this big as soon as turn 5 or 6 for the most part, especially if you repeat it a few times. There's some absolutely broken 8-drops in the game right now. King Lane, definitely pretty good to muddy up the opponent's deck, and also have the chance to actually slash them in half. Would be pretty awesome to actually make them spend 3 mana to draw a card and get rid of this guy, and he really does have the bad habit of coming back really soon after you got shuffled. The Lotus Troublemaker, if the game lasts long enough, could be an absolute unit of a card, and in some games you could actually just use it to stabilize, like if the opponent is on the board with a lot of of low health minions, you could just plop it for 8-9 damage and try to actually stabilize that way. What I'm trying to say is don't always keep it for a lethal out. And last we do have Garona, with which you can definitely time a good slash in half, but the main reason why you're running it is to have Kingslayer as well as to have King Lane for the opponent. Matchup wise, here's what the stats are looking. Face Hunter is going to be a 50-50, which is good. Z Shaman not that hot, Mug Shaman slightly under, and Aggro Pally also not your friend, but a lot of the other matchups are actually pretty good for you, and given this deck has a very high skill cap, these stats can be very different if you actually know what you're doing with it. When it comes down to the mulligan, here's what we have. Going first, you're always going to be happy with the Lotus Bookie. Warden Maiev can be good, Bitter Bloom Knight is also fine, Escape Artist, straight out holding on to Jade Guardian, especially if you already have a 2-drop or 2, could be pretty good. Cult Neophyte depending on the matchup, Flashback can be a great keep, especially if you have prep. Kingslayer as well, kinda worth it. Shadowed Informant, I would not hold on to when going first, because I'd much rather top deck it when I can actually play it. On the coin, plenty of the same deal. Turn 1 Maiev can be great, Lotus or the Bitter Bloom again pretty good. The Flashback on turn 1 is absolutely massive. Escape Artist pretty good, the Jade Guardian definitely worth. Cult Neophyte can be great. Shadowed Informant here is actually a good keep because you get to coin it out on turn 1. The rest probably not so much, even though some could be worth it. That's about it for the deck. Not that expensive, not that cheap, definitely pretty hard to play optimally, but definitely pretty easy to win a lot with. So I hope you found the video helpful, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great. But now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend. And even though the games are not in legend yet, we're still playing against top legend players. Hope you enjoy.
Maiev versus Valera.
The dream must be protected. I'll grant you a swift death.
Yeah, kind of feels like that, YOLO. Kind of feels like that. Random bullshit go. Dragon Warrior decent. If you're facing a lot of hunters, it could be, but for the most part, not really. I think Z Shaman wrecks it. Rogue probably wrecks it. So, unless it's anything other than hunter, you're not gonna have a jolly good time.
They thought they could hold me.
Bobbing to the music. Guess 2 can play that game.
They thought they could hold me.
Yeah, pretty much YOLO. It's a little bit too strong. Not less than 1 mana, how hard could that be? But let's not pretend we haven't lost with less than 1 mana as well. But it's a start. Okay, so far so bad.
Nobody's gonna know.
By petal and sword.
I could try my luck here with Garona straight out.
Lane's cruel grip shall be met with blood.
Got him. He might try the same thing against me. Little does he know. We're King Laneless.
You are advised to stand down.
The fuck? You piece of fucking filth. Without hesitation, sir.
Change is coming.
dethroned. Horse and sea. Must have mana.
Change is coming.
Face justice, not hesitate.
Yep. Getting the 0 tons definitely helps big time here, so I don't have to worry about him slashing me to death.
Change is coming.
I'm no Gotham expert, but I think we got him, guys.
Muzzle their magic.
Eight shots. Surely?
Let me think.
How much health does he have on the boards? 8, 11, so that's a grand total of 20. So it's not guaranteed.
Now, what
I'm gonna go with this.
By petal and sword.
2 to the face and he's there.
not
For anybody wondering why I took that long, that's why I took that long, because I know what Hearthstone wants to do, guys. I am painfully aware how Hearthstone operates. That's why I had to really triple check my math if I can't really do something in order to make this a little bit more bearable. So yeah, I'm not trying to being a dick about it, but had to be a dick about it. Had to find ways to actually gain that a little bit of extra edge.
Mayenne.
That's the Shaman.
Rastakan.
Shaman, man.
I'll grant you
Okay, that's a good amount of early game. Yeah, I'm down. Going first with this deck, not as cash money.
Let's bust out of here.
Reasonable.
Thought they could hold me. and out.
See it, muggy boy.
By petal and sword.
That's a card,
Welcome to the world.
I guess.
Keep 'em on ice.
Could go for some Maiev action, but let's just keep on playing 2 drops for now. Next turn I might crack out. I'll trade into this if he decides to trade my 4. Basically.
Consider the tactics.
Job's done.
Not very playable right now, Madeline. But Egg Death Knight is reasonably playable in this meta, but you really gotta be good with it. And Corpse Death Knight is also okay, I guess. Triple Unholy kind of deal, but definitely not the bestest deck out there right now, that's for sure. What the fuck is this guy trading, man? Felt weird. Got reasonably lucky there, though. If I find prep into golems into jade, that'd be great.
Consider the tactics.
None of the above, you say. Unfortunate.
Nobody's gonna know.
Can't even click my hero power if my hand's full?
Hesitate.
That's fucked. That is fucked. Yeah, ain't gonna play itself. Where are my good cards at, man? Could have swore I had a few. Son of a gun. Need to make some room. Nice.
Not hesitate.
This fire
0 to 60 real fucking fast, innit? Such wondrous power, guys. I played the card, didn't I? I played the card, guys. Such skill. Am I gamer now? Are you proud of me, Mom? Am I a gamer now? Fucking bullshit game, dude. What a time to be alive. Look at me. Mistreating my owl. You leave the monkey out of this. Leave my monkey out of this.
We are but sand in the hands of time.
Reach for the skies! Horse and sea! I beg of you!
Enjoy the coins, lad. Why didn't I attack with I mean, I guess attacking with Draco Rex first was still the better play. 5 damage for everything would have been a lot more damage out of Monkey Boy. But it doesn't matter, chat. It did not matter. We played the cards, all is good in the world.
Mael versus Lady Prestor!
You shall pay for my torment. I'll grant you a swift death.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Ish. Something like this, some card drawing shit. Yeah, Viper's not very runnable anymore. It was all about the Demon Hunters after all. Ooh. Jade me, buddy, jade me. You motherfucking bitch! Not even that 2-drop, mind you.
Won't be long now.
Yeah, pretty much. Feels like the meta is not as aggressive against it no more. What the fuck? This guy's running Holy Egg Bearer? Am I playing against an Egg Priest, guys? Help! What is this Egg Priest you speak of, fam? Wait, it's a Death Knight, dudes. I literally thought it's a priest all this time. These frickin' skins, man, it's diabolical. These frickin' skins. Pay to win. Hearthstone is pay to win, chat. I thought I was playing against Maestro or some.
petal and sword.
Down with it. Let's keep a small board here, because he can punish us for that. He's probably gonna prep before he plays it, of course, but there he goes prepping. Down to 0, mind you. Well, let's give him some of that card draw, maybe even slash his mouth in half.
Justice.
The fuck we will. Because that denies him some card draw and shit. We don't have fell spells, right?
Muzzle their magic.
Thorn in your side.
Does have quite the large hand there. He did draw another legendary, by the way. What's the second legendary this shit runs? Xavius? What was the second shit? Umbra, of course, and Felina. They don't run my Ev. The Cult Neophyte definitely is a huge cock block for him here. Is he just gonna rush me down? Yes. Okay, he still draws a reasonable amount.
It's time for your
Refreshes up to 4 mana.
I must act.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't mind getting prepped for this thing. This counts -3. Ooh, jade me, buddy, jade me.
Is coming.
Bro, this shit is rigged. Bruh.
Thorn in your side.
GG, right? Why? Oh! Now that you said it, I totally slept. I thought it's the fucking Murazond or whatever the fuck that shit is. You're not wrong. He can still Umbra.
It's time for your
Let's just hope he doesn't kill it too further, because with what's his face, the 7-drop, I think he's gonna crack it before I steal. He's gonna crack before we get the steal. Even if we steal it, it's not necessarily GG. He can just Umbra for a decent board, but let's see.
I must act.
But I totally slept on the fact we got the stealage. Good news is we don't have anything that gives him anything to kill it off if he just has the +2 rush. Good. Good. Let's fucking go. Alrighty then. Wait a minute. That can be interesting. Oh shit. I just gotta attack it first, right?
Adapt or die.
Thorn in your side.
Learn from your errors. Adapt or
Look at us, we're still playing an egg deck even as rogues. Look at us rogue. This has to be Umbra. So he can still do a lot, but we can also do a lot. Good news is we can do a lot faster. Yeah, it would have been cool if we can actually kill it off ourselves here, but couldn't just yet.
step forth into the time ways.
Yeah, he's gonna poison it. Not sure why he wasted his second pyro there with a full clear. He could have just hero powered into it or something, but I guess he's scared. Scared for his life, chat. Okay, if we fill the board with magmas, it's not gonna be enough to kill him. But we do have both the monkey boys. Problem is, this guy can lifesteal with pterodaxes and shit, so I can't just go with that. Need to do a little bit more than that. The Jade Guardians are hard missing in action.
What if...
No such luck.
Not hesitate.
Mm-hmm. Shame. But at least we slowed him down tremendously. Playing Umbra does not give him the guy just yet.
I'll need a blood suck.
Doesn't play Umbra. That is awfully stupid of him. Why the fuck would you not play Umbra right fucking now? He is getting a reasonable amount of damage on us, by the way, but that was awfully silly of him. Both my cultist maps and Jade Guardians at the bottom 14. It's time for the monkeys, isn't it?
Let me think.
They're gonna be 24 damage. It's close to having lethal here, but not close enough. Any alternatives? I don't like the alternatives.
Consider the tactics.
A lot of damage. Problem is, he can heal that damage. Wow, the first one literally did nothing but minion damage. We do have some damage from hand. The second Rite of Twilight is in hand, in the deck still, but he does have lifesteal with the pterodaxes and stuff. Okay. Only triggers 4. Can lifesteal a bunch.
must
Why are you doing that stuff, bro? What the fuck play was that? I guess he got a 20 on the board, but why the fuck did he give the thing to the... That was dumb. Okay, let's see what else is dumb. Let's see what else is dumb, chat. If I slash him in half, that is not enough.
Let me think.
Okay. Now if I slash him in half, it is enough.
Lane's cruel grip shall be met.
It did not slash him. It did not fucking slash him, though. That was lame, dude. 5 cards left for him. It did not slash shit. It did not slash shit, chat. Thanks for that, game. If I'm playing this deck, we insta-top deck that shit, but... God forbid you get the fucking guy instantly. God forbid, chat. That was rigged. That was truly rigged, by the way.
Yours.
For anybody keeping track, that was rigged as fuck. We did bring it to a winnable situation there, without a single Jade Guardian, mind you. Both Jades at the bottom with both cultist maps. As one does, chat. That was slightly on the rigged side. That Death Knight had to win against something, guys. Might as well be against the guy on a 5-win streak or something. 2 off lethal is not lethal, now is it? Bloodstealer.
The time for dreaming is over. I'll grant you a swift
Going first, not ideal. Try like that. Like that, like that. Okay, that's as good as a hand as it gets. This guy quest or burn? Looks a bit burny to me. That's a bad matchup for this deck for anybody keeping track. We don't have much in terms of healing now, do we? So it's gonna be about getting the Jades nice and quick. With a hand like this, we might. We just might do so.
By petal and sword.
Bruh. Might as well clap this a little.
The brothers Storm Rage.
That's a nice little fan of knives with Telnos.
Thorn in your
Wouldn't mind getting prep and shit. This guy kept the card from the beginning, in between the shattered, so we're not feeling too happy about it. Yeah, pretty much yellow. Does feel like that, don't it? Ooh, there's the important cards. Wouldn't mind getting prep out of this. Wouldn't mind getting this out of this. Cult Neophyte into this thing.
Muzzle their magic.
Next turn we do the thing. Twice. We top deck prep, that'd be nutty.
Consider the tactics.
I thought they could hold me.
That's a cards. I like that.
I must not hesitate.
Up and dude, that tickles. Dude, is that the monkey? Monkey. Well, might as well do that then. Not so burnt now, is it? It's almost as if playing a couple of 0 mana 8 drops on turn 6 is OP or something, I don't know. And that's because we were slow too. Bit busted that one, bit busted.
My V017.
Not a rogue. He's going second, which is kind of good for them.
I'll grant you a
Allows them to do things a lot quicker. Is my Ev really that great? Let's see. It might. Map for map. How's it going, Flexpin? Why can't you wait a fucking turn?
My metal and sword.
Oh wait, that's a rogue spell. Okay, let's do that then.
Change is coming.
Not the best, but prep is worth.
I thought they could hold me. I thought they could hold me.
So I can play this into that perhaps.
Muzzle their magic.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Okay, we got the card too. We got the Kardashians. What?
Always go in with backup.
Sure.
They thought they could hold me.
That's not a bad card. Technically speaking, I could prep the Jade right now to get myself a couple of 2-drops, which is not the worst thing in the world given we have the monkey to load up. He could also try and cock block me with his cult neophyte, so I think I'm gonna do it. Those were not bad, chat. Those were not bad. The downside to that is I could have top decked Shadow of Demise, but it is what it is.
Change is coming.
Yeah, pretty much, Flag. It really do be like that. Matchmaking be a bitch like that. He was gonna load me up on corpses here. Ooh, look at that, another one. Set him back.
I can wait no longer.
Muzzle their magic.
We can even do this. But the cult neophyte does just chef's kiss.
Surprise detected!
Yeah, pretty much, guys. Same thing happened to us yesterday. It was literally uncanny. It is unexplainable. If only it was written somewhere on a patent. It was unexplainable, guys. I had no idea what was happening.
Behold, jewels of the sun.
I see your weakness.
Cool. Doesn't concede. Rude. Ooh, another rogue one. Problem is I don't have room to actually do the thing. Well, still worth, I guess. I should have grabbed, but no, I wouldn't have enough mana to do it.
And see!
Okay. Want to see what happens if we win. Is it gonna auto drop it for me, or is it just gonna keep on hanging? He's trying. These are trying times. It's overstep, bro. I have the high ground. Okay. It remains. The rat remained. The rat is all that remained, guys. Funny. Okay, okay. That was a funny little game. Definitely had the upper hand there. Oh, look at that, the rat's still there. Hilarious. For anybody wondering why I was swinging that dick all this time. It was for science, guys, as it often is.